Now, when you thought you have seen all the weirdness, all the bizarre, crazy crap you have seen in JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, you think you've seen it all. But you haven't, my friend. You haven't seen not even the surface of the bizarre crap that goes on within this series. I mean, you have seen some weird shit going down. From face arrangements, sheer heart attacks, all kinds of crazy and interesting powers. But I believe, if I recall my memory, Babyface, not Babyhead. This one takes the cake. It really does. This is a stand that's just too complicated for me. A stand that takes a lot of work to make. Then yet again, you're making a baby, so therefore it does take work in order for it to make the ideal child. So Melanie's stand, the next hitman after Budarachi in the gang, is a stand called Babyface. It takes the blood, all it needs is birthday, it needs of whether the host will have a very strong gene to be a very healthy person. To make a healthy child, you need healthy parents. Budarachi was already an exception. But however, as he needed to pick someone that was the exact opposite of Budarachi, but yet in good health. So he found some woman, some rich girl who was very snobby and stuck up, but she had good health. And because of that, she was the perfect picking for him. So his stand creates other stands by having two chromosomes collide together to make a baby. Yes, that is Babyface. Something weird. So the question is will each Babyface be different, determined by each person? That could be up for discussion. You can already imagine the amount of stands this guy could have created. So the question is, though, what happens to the stands after the job is done? Do they die out? Do they disappear? Who knows? That's just up for speculation. But nonetheless, this is a very stand that takes a lot of work to make. Like, you need to really know, like, someone like that. You need to know their blood type. You need to know their birthday. How are they in good health? So you need to be a person that's a great analyst. And I am not a great analyst when it comes to that. I'm good at observing things. I'm really good at that. But I am not good at analyzing to that extent where I can just look at someone and know everything about them like that. No, I'm not no Sherlock Holmes or anything like that. Nope, not even close. So Melanie Hathor is a very intelligent person. And because he is an intelligent person, he requires a very interesting stand. People say it's a remote control stand. Well, he thought it was, but no. It is an automatic stand. A stand that thinks for itself. Remote control stands you still have to control. But automatic stands can work on their own and even think for themselves. Like the Sex Pistols. The Sex Pistols, despite their Mr. Stand, they think for themselves. They cause trouble. They don't always obey him. And because of that, automatic stands are extremely hard to control because they think for themselves and can even turn against the user, just like Cheap Trick and even Anubis. All kinds of stands are able to do that. It's very interesting. Have that being said, this stand, Babyface, was able to control matter. It will take pieces from someone, or as a whole, and deconstruct them, and reconstruct. In a way, the powers were very similar to Giorno's powers, which, however, came very handy, because he had them on the ropes in a way. When it came to Broad Shirachi and Trish, who was still unaware of what she is. Trish, in a way, is, of course, very worried about, she's having to deal with all this stuff that she feel like should have nothing to do with her, She feel like she doesn't have nothing to do with her father she never met, or how she probably has a stand, but no one can tell her because it goes against the rules, which really sucks because who knows, the stand might come in handy. Don't know why they can't tell her she has a stand or anything. That could really help them out in the long run, but apparently the father don't want that happening. Why? I don't know. Or at least I'm not going to tell you. Now, when two stands are very opposite but yet similar to each other collide, which we have seen with Dio versus Jotaro, or we've even seen it with Kira versus Josuke, we get a very interesting battle of wits. when two stands clash that can be very similar or very opposite from each other. This one, they're similar but yet opposite, where Babyface can destruct and reconstruct matter, living matter, while Journo can take artificial things and turn it to organic things, and also vice versa. Now, he was missing part of his throat, his eye, and his foot, and he couldn't move. So, because of that, he understood by looking at Babyface, maybe I can do the same thing. Maybe he can take pieces of matter, which is artificial matter, not organic, and change it to anything that's living organic. Remember, JoJo's stand ability is they can take any artificial object and turn it into something living, organic. And human flesh, bones, blood, all that stuff, cells, DNA is organic. And since it's organic, Journo is able to create it by will now. He's now able to think outside the box, and because of this, his stand was able to grow significantly in this battle. A big, large gap now. And now, he's more powerful than he was before now. Because he already had the counterattack. He already had, when you punch someone, you lose all sense of your consciousness and your senses. And you can also change things into animals, but now he learned he changed things to not just animals and trees, but he can also change things into human body parts. So say you're missing a hand and your hand just got blown off. Juno can come by, take this mouse or something probably bigger than that, well, hand, anything that size of a hand, and change it into organic matter to fit your hand. It will attach onto your hand, and therefore, boom, new hand, just like that. That is one handy ass stand. So handy, it's almost cheating. It's what it is, man. That is cheating right there. But nonetheless, he grown. Now he's powerful than he ever been before. And will he be able to fully take down Babyface? Well, it's not about taking down Babyface, more or less trying to take down Melanie. Because Melanie can easily recreate more stands if he wanted to. He just has to be very sneaky about it. And he has proven he can be a sneaky person. So he can probably make even more stands, and they'll probably have different abilities. They can catch Milne and take him out before he does that. Well, other than that, yeah, it hit a little big climax of seems like Giorno is on the winning side so far. So what happens next? We gotta wait and see until next Friday, because it's been JoJo Fridays, baby. Anyways, I really enjoyed this episode because it was a stand of Babyface itself. A stand you'll never see in video games because it's a very weird but yet complicated stand. It's not the kind of stand you'll see in JoJo fighting games or anything like that. And it's also a stand that a lot of people actually forget about and not even talk about much, actually. Which is kind of a shame, because in my opinion, it's probably one of the most unique stands out there. Because besides the arrow, how else can you actually create a stand besides the arrow? Other than that, yeah. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed JoJo, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you get notified. Macron Anime, sign out. Have a good one.